How to fix RenderBox was not laid out error in Flutter app with transactions. Encountering the RenderBox was not laid out error in your Flutter app can be quite frustrating, especially if you are working with transactions or dealing with dynamic layouts. This error typically indicates that there is an issue with how the widget's layout is being handled by the Flutter framework. Understanding the error. The RenderBox was not laid out error occurs when a widget's RenderBox has not been properly laid out, and the framework does not know its size or position. This can happen for several reasons. The widget is in a flexible layout, like row, column, or flex, and has not been given constraints. Expanded or flexible widgets are improperly used. There's an issue within a scrolling container or another layout-related widget. Common scenarios and fixes. Widgets in column or row. One of the most common scenarios where this error occurs is when using column or row widgets. Fix. Ensure that the child widgets have constraints. For instance, give them a fixed height or wrap them in an expanded or flexible widget. Using expanded or flexible in lists. When working with list view or single child scroll view, ensure that nested expanded or flexible widgets are used correctly. Incorrect usage. Correct usage. Ensure that scrolling parents know how to properly lay out their children. Or if you need an expandable item within the list, consider using flexible containers. Dynamic content and transactions. When dealing with dynamic elements, like handling transactions where the content might grow, make sure the dynamically added elements adhere to the layout constraints. Example fix. Final thoughts. Avoiding the RenderBox was not laid out error in Flutter boils down to ensuring your widgets follow the layout constraints and making informed decisions on how components are structured. By understanding how the Flutter layout system works and keeping a watchful eye on constraints, you can avoid running into this common issue, especially when dealing with transactions and dynamic content within your Flutter applications. Need help? If you continue encountering the error after trying the above fixes, consider reviewing your entire layout tree and ensure every widget has appropriate constraints and is being laid out correctly.